Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you know, my name is Michael MK student at UCLan, and today we're going to talk about the Pomodoro study technique. So when I started PA school, the material I had to study, it was too much for me at the start. So I figured out that I had to find a different type of study technique, a different approach to learning. So I started doing some research and I stumbled upon this study technique, which I tried a few times. So I know, like, probably with the start of uni, a lot of you might be feeling the same. So I just decided to propose this study technique to you guys, and maybe it might be the one for you, and it might change your life. So we're just gonna dive into it. So on Instagram, I made a poll asking people if they've heard about the technique. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link in the description box so you can follow me. And I had almost like a 50-50 result. So some people knew have heard about it and some people didn't. And then I asked the people that have heard about it to tell me if they use it, why and why not. And I got interesting answers, to be honest. So let me just read a few for you guys. Okay guys, so someone said, I wouldn't use it as my main study plan as I feel like there is too much unnecessary breaks. Now I'm going to explain this method afterwards, but I just want to read people's answers. And then someone said it is really good for ADHD. Someone said no, I don't use it because I become less productive. Someone said 100% I love it because I have a short attention span, and if I don't limit my breaks, I won't get back to work. So we're gonna go into it, and I'm gonna give my opinions and the pros and cons I came up with after trying the technique, and my recommendations on if it's a technique I would recommend or if you should try it out or not. So let's dive into it. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, leave a like below and comment in the comment section below as well. And let's dive into it. So what is the Pomodoro technique? Basically it involves studying for 25 minutes and then taking a break of 5 minutes, going back another 25 minutes, then 5 minutes, 25, 5, and basically you repeat that cycle for 4 times. And then after the 4th time, you take a longer break, like a 30 minutes break. Now, why is this method even a thing? Basically, it's been scientifically proven that our attention span of human beings is between 20 to 45 minutes, which means that when you spend a lot of time studying, for example, let's say you spend 2 hours studying, maybe the first 30 minutes might be very productive because you actually assimilate a lot of what you actually take in a lot of what you're learning. But then after that 30 minutes, if you continue without taking any break, your attention span decreases, so the amount of stuff you take in decreases as well. So that is why this method is so used and is so famous. And if you guys are curious like me, I asked myself, like, how come it's called the Pomodoro technique? Especially being an Italian speaker, Pomodoro means tomatoes in Italian. So I was like asking myself, like, how come it's named like tomato study technique, which didn't make sense to me. But apparently, firstly it was invented by an Italian person, and then it was named by the kitchen tomato timer you have in the kitchen. I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen so you guys can see that. So that is why it's named like this. So I tried this method, and what are the pros of this method? So firstly, the pro I found is that 25 minutes is not too long, which this is a pro and this is a con. So as a pro, it's good because it's not too long, so it's easier to bargain yourself to do it. So for example, let's say you get out of bed, you're feeling very tired that day and you're not really feeling to study. It's easier to tell yourself, okay, you know what, 25 minutes and then you can take a break, just 25 minutes. And that is more appealing than to tell yourself, you know what, I'm just gonna do like 3 hours study. And most of the time when you're feeling unmotivated, all you need to do is just start, and once you start, you get into it. So if you can trick your brain and telling your brain, okay, it's just 25 minutes, then I can take a break, it's just easier for you to actually do it because 25 minutes is not that long. So in your head, it's not seeming like too much of a bad idea. So that's the pro that I found. Another pro I found is that 25 minutes, because 25 minutes is not that long, it's easier for you to keep focused. So me personally, my attention span is not that long as well. I can pay attention for like after a few minutes, my head start to wander about. Like after I spend a lot of time on my laptop studying, everything else just seems so interesting. Like even maybe my water bottle or my snacks, I start reading the nutritional value, and I just get so interested in it because I'm just trying to do anything else than study. But 25 minutes is not that long, so I can actually stay focused on that task I'm doing and just on that task for 25 minutes, then take a break. So that's another part I found in the method. And another part I found is that you track your break. So when I'm taking a break from studying, I think I'm taking like a 10 minutes break. I end up spending 2 hours. Just like, if I'm left by myself, I can study for 5 minutes and take like an hour break, study for 10 minutes and take 2 hours break, and that is me. So with the Pomodoro method, it's good because you're tracking your break. So you study for 25 minutes, 5 minutes break, then after 5 minutes break you have to study again. So it just keeps you on track. Although this method is famous and is talked about a lot, I still found some kind of just things I didn't like about the technique. Now the number one thing is that 25 minutes is too short. Like, I said this before as a pro, but I said this just so I can, and this is the reason why. Now, there's sometimes I'm feeling unmotivated, and then I need to tell myself, okay, 25 minutes, and that helps me, so that's a pro. But then there's sometimes where I'm feeling very motivated, and I could go for like, sometimes I'm into what I'm doing and I lose track of time. In that scenario, 25 minutes is too short for me because it breaks me down, like it distracts me, it's like I need to stop now and take a break. But I'm into it. So sometimes that 25 minutes, like, especially me personally, it takes me time to actually get in the zone of what I'm doing. So let's say I start my timer, my 25 minutes timer, and then it takes me 15 minutes to get into it. Then 10 minutes later, I need to stop. So I've actually not done anything. So sometimes, like, when I'm really feeling what I'm doing, I just feel like 25 minutes is too short and I would just want more time. Which leads me to the second con. And it's the fact that the break is too short as well. Like, it's a 5 minutes break. Like, you don't even have the time to turn on the kettle, make some tea or coffee, and the 5 minute break is gone. Like, I like a good break. I like to maybe watch a YouTube video in my break, watch like a 20-minute series in my break. But like 5 minutes break, I don't know, it's just too short. Like, sometimes I get my phone, I don't even have time to go through all my socials, and then 5 minutes is gone, and now I need to get back to studying, and then I just feel like I didn't enjoy my break, so now I don't want to get back to studying. So yeah, so the break, I feel like maybe it's too short. Now, should you use this method? Do I recommend this method? I definitely recommend that you try the method, because I always say this, everyone is different, so no one method will work with everyone. But you wouldn't know, like, you wouldn't know if you don't try it. So there's no harm in trying, so I would recommend you try it. Do I use the method? I still do. I still use the method, but not every time. Sometimes I don't mind studying, right? And sometimes I'm actually motivated to study. And those times, I don't need the Pomodoro method because I'm quite good at keeping myself on track. So there's some times where I could go for like 2-3 hours straight and then just take a break. And like after my break, I'm able to, a reasonable break, and I'm able to actually go back to my work. But then there's some days where I get out of bed, I need to make myself get out of bed, and then I get my iPad or my laptop, and then I open the lecture slides, then I go on my phone, then I go on the internet, then I go on my phone, then I go on the school website, then on Blackboard, then I go on my phone. I end up spending 2 hours, and all I've done is just to open the lecture slide and the recording, and then that's it. And I spend 2 hours just doing that, just because like I'm not feeling it and I'm not motivated. So when I feel like that, I use the method because I just need to be kept on track. So my recommendation would be try the method, and then for everyone that complained about the unnecessary break or about maybe 25 minutes being too short and they don't want to get distracted, I'd say you can change the method. Like, you can modify it to your lifestyle. So for example, if you feel like 25 minutes is good enough for you, then that's fine. But if you feel like you could go longer and your attention span could still stay the same, then you could do, I don't know, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. So you could do maybe an hour and 10 minutes break, an hour, 10 minutes break. So I'd say you could try the method and see how it works for you, but you could just change it to how it fits your lifestyle. And it is a good method because it keeps you on track. But to be honest, no study method will work if you're not serious, because even if like using timers and then your timer tells you that your 5 minutes break is gone, it's easy to just put out the timer and keep being on break. So any study method wouldn't work if you're not serious about it. So you see, even though like this method keeps you on track, you still need to be serious to be kept on track. You still need to be willing to be kept on track. So I'd say a lot depends on like the individual, but I'd say you definitely want to try. Like, you might try this method and it might change your life, so I wouldn't say no to it, but I'd say give it a try and maybe let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you use it, or if you tried it and you like it, or you don't like it and maybe why, and yeah, we can have a chat. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like below. If you learned anything from it, let me know, and let me know if you want to keep seeing video on study technique and study method. But until then, that's it for me, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.